heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Eastern Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, DEontay.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as these athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. A left jab is landing at will. An uppercut does not score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He blocks that jab. Perfect counter shot. This theater is used to hosting concerts and plays, but tonight it's the sweet science that takes center stage.
God, I love theaters. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Bombs away. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a... Here we go, it's round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Missed him with that uppercut. Missed with that right uppercut. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Great fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Holmes in that last round.
Starting to make mistakes.
There's the bell for round three. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice job blocking the left hook. That one will count. There's a counter shot. Wow, let's take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nope, that jab not going to score. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Holmes. There's the bell for round 4. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Incredible work rate. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That uppercut doesn't get through. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. He threw a punch and just got countered. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes. On to the 5th we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice exchange here from both men. Beautiful counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. On to the 6th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Holding nothing back here in the round. The straight right just misses. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice counter shot. Oh, Wilder just got clipped, and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have. Here comes round 7. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, slept right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. Throws the uppercut but misses. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Punches have to hurt. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Punch, counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down... And they're back at it again here in round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain overboard.
How about that time counter shot? Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. The stamina is off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. Larry Holmes is going down, and he's got to get up. How can you miss it? Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.